that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. You are my world in every place. It's the things that you do, and it's the smile on your face. And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. I'm in a better place. Without your love, I am out of place. And without you, I am just a trace. I love you with all of my heart. Together forever, never to part. I wanna be with you always, 'cause that is what my heart says. That's what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. Always, yeah. You are my world in every place. Oh, it's the things that you do. It's the things you do, baby. And it's the smile on your face. Smile on your face. And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. I'm in a better place. It's the things that you do. The things that you do. And it's the smile on your face. The smile on your face. And as time goes by, I know I'm in a better place. I'm in a better place. There's a sparkle in your eyes. I feel.
What's up, family? We back again, man. We appreciate y'all for stopping through. So we got a good one for you. And it's titled, Why Did I Get Married? So, I got married because I met this beautiful young lady, and I really was in love. Kind of short from the first day that I met her, but I let her know that though. But as we got older, and I made a whole lot of mistakes, I guess I was trying to save face, man. It was always something in me that made me want to do right by her. You know, a conviction from Yah to do what I was supposed to do. And at the age of 21, I said, you know, let's get married. And back then, pretty stupid decision, but I'm thankful that the Most High had grace and it panned out. So we just made it to 10 years. So this is the point of this video.
Why was it stupid? Why would you say it was a stupid decision?
I mean,
I could have took offense to that, Sean, but I don't.
this is, if a brother watching, he understands what I'm saying. This is to the fellas real quick. But why was it a dumb decision? Because I wasn't ready for such a beautiful young lady as this is. I didn't know how to take care of her. I didn't know who I was. So how could I possibly lead this woman in the right way? So by that reason, or for that reason, it was a dumb decision. But all praise to the Most High that He had mercy and we still here today.
That's a dumb decision you ever made.
That's the best dumb decision I ever made.
Best dumb decision you ever made.
But why did you get married?
I got married because I was convicted. We were young and in love and doing things that we shouldn't have been doing. And I wanted to start a new journey. I wanted to start a new beginning, to start fresh, living my life in a way that I was pleasing to y'all, living my life in a way that I could feel proud of. And I didn't want to feel bad anymore for being in love with the person who I knew I loved and wanted to spend the rest of my life with. I didn't want to feel guilty every time, you know, we were intimate or every time we were together. I did not want to feel that way. And that's not to say that because you don't want to feel that way, then go and get married. Because another decision we could have made was to practice self-control and to not be intimate. Excuse me. We could have made the decision to wait, to get ourselves together, to get things in order, you know, that we wanted to have in order before we got married, to to just pray and seek for the right decision and seek to do what was best for us and what was in his will for us. But we made the decision to get married. That was the best thing we knew how to do at that time. So that's what we did. And I'm just so thankful to y'all for bringing us thus far. 10 years married is a big deal for a young couple. Most people our age are not married yet or just now beginning to get into the mind frame of wanting to settle down and be married. So even though it wasn't the ideal situation, it was what was meant for us, because y'all know our beginning from our end. So it was what was meant to be done for us. So what have you learned over the last 10 years from being married?
I've learned who I am. I've learned who I am. By way of the mistakes that I made, some of the things that I've been through, it helped me to know who I am and what's required of me. And marriage has been the greatest teacher of that, you know what I mean? Because I'm in covenant relationship with my Creator. I didn't know that then, but He gave me my own covenant relationship to work with right here. And by way of the mistakes that I made to this young lady, He used those mistakes to teach me about Him and her. So I've learned who I am. And one thing that I wish I had changed before I got married, I wish I would establish myself. I wish I came up in a culture that taught young men how to establish themselves and present themselves right for a woman to start a family. I was so far away from that, but I thank the Most High for teaching me who I am and giving me the mindset to teach my children.
The number one thing I will say that I've learned so many things. Just like my husband stated, marriage is a great teacher. It's not the biggest teacher in my life. In the top two, between wife and mom, those are the two greatest teachers in my life. I can say that. Number one thing that I've learned is how to submit and how important being a submissive wife is. A lot of women see that word. A lot of women hear that word. I'm sorry, y'all. He threw me off track.
No, we're actually not. We got the market that we need. Nice try. Thank you, though. So head back in till we get done. Appreciate you, dude.
A lot of women, that word gives them a fright. It scares them, but I've learned that being submissive and being a wife that knows how to follow is such a blessing, because when you learn how to follow, you're rewarded for that. You're rewarded for that. Marriage is a depiction of our relationship with the Most High. He models marriage after our relationship with Him. So just like in a relationship with Him, when He learns that you are responsible and you can be held accountable for the things that He requires you to do, you get even more and more and more. And that's the same principle in marriage to me, because first of all, I'm able to submit and be a great wife because my husband is a great leader and he's someone that I'm able to follow. He has learned how to be a great leader, which in return taught me how to submit. And because I know how to submit, it doesn't mean that, what do people think of when they think of that word? It doesn't,
like a doormat or a person who ain't got no brain, or you always barefoot and pregnant.
Yeah.
In the kitchen with an apron on and just here to have my babies.
No, because I've learned how to submit, it gives me more freedom in our marriage. He trusts me and he understands that what he brings in, I know how to handle it. I know what we need, I know what we don't need. So if I come to him and say, hey, I need this, or the kids need this, or we need this for the home, he trusts that I'm not just yelling out things because I want them. And the same thing goes for things that I want, because I am who I am and I hold down the household like I do. When I want something, I get it. So being submissive opens up so many doors in your relationship. It opens up doors. It's a love language. It opens up doors in so many ways. It just strengthens the bond between the man and the woman, and you're able to just grow and communicate more and just learn more from one another, because it's never good when there's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Okay?
It just works better when you function properly. It's that simple. It's, as a man, I'm supposed to go out and provide for my house. And what I give to her for the house, that's her jurisdiction. And she does it. And I stay out of it. So whatever she needs for the house, whatever she needs for the kids, whatever she needs, she get because she understands her role, her function. And it's a beautiful thing. It's like a well-oiled machine. You need it. So looking back over this 10 years, is there anything that you would have done differently or changed?
Essentially, there are a lot of things that I could have and would have changed, but ultimately I would have to say no, because I believe that everything that has happened up until this point has brought us to where we are and made us who we are, and I love who we are. I love what our marriage has grown to be, what our family has grown to be, and I don't believe that we would have gotten to this point if we wouldn't have gone through the things that we have gone through. So I wouldn't change anything. I don't regret anything. If I was put back and had to do things over, of course I would do things differently because it would alleviate a lot of the bumps in the road. But I believe that everything we've been through, it brought us to this point, and I'm proud of it. I used to feel like dang, because you know, a lot of stuff we went through, it just seemed like it was always public knowledge. Like everything that was going on with us just seemed so publicized, and people go through stuff all the time, but it's not always, everyone doesn't always know. And for some reason, it seems like everything that we have been through, we cannot help but for it to be like, oh, did y'all hear, or that happened, you know? But now I understand, because y'all has been doing and is doing something so wonderful in our lives. I'm so thankful for it. I'm so excited for every door that he is opening and everything that's happening in our life. And I now understand that it's a process, it's a story that is being written. So how can people understand the end of the story if they didn't know the beginning? Who just opens a book and jumps to the back of it?
A lot of people do, unfortunately. My bad, y'all. My bad.
But a lot of people do, but that is not the common thing to do, to open a book and jump straight to the end of the book. Okay, so that was my point before my husband, you know, I have this family, he's saying no, but so I understand, you know, and it does not bother me. Our failures, they do not bother me because they have made us who we are today. And when we get to where we're going, I want to be an encouragement. Even at this point, I want to be an encouragement to someone to help other young couples, other young ladies, other young men who have been in situations that we have been in, who have been through things that we have been through. And if they don't know the beginning till now until the end and what's to come, that wouldn't give them the best picture of this beautiful story that is being created. So I would not change a thing.
And I just want to say, you know, marriage is not very popular among the supposed black community. There's not too many brothers in the household. There's definitely not too many brothers that's married with their women. But I just want to say to all my young brothers or young sisters, if you ever find you somebody who fears the Most High and is willing to love you as they were created to, ain't no more it ain't nothing more beautiful than that.
It don't get no better.
It don't get no better, I'm telling you. I am so thankful for the road that we have come on, like she said, because it has truly taught me who I am, who the Creator is. The stories are like parallel, you know what I mean? So if you thinking about it, or you ain't thinking about it, start thinking about it, because it don't get no better than this shit, dog. I'm telling you. I ain't got to be chasing out here. I ain't got to be wondering or feeling a certain type of way. I got a best friend. I got a woman who loves her children, a woman who loves me, and a woman who loves y'all. And I'm telling you, there ain't no feeling better than that.
Yes. What things would you say to people who are looking to get married, people who may be in a marriage and thinking about maybe feeling like I can't do this, or you know what I mean?
I understand that question. My advice You know, to anybody who's looking to get married or to a couple that is married and, you know, you on different pages, what helped us was to subscribe to the instruction of the Creator. So that brings him into your marriage. It's not what I think or what I feel or what she think or what she feel. It's like, what does the instruction say? What does the culture say? And then that makes the makeup of your house. Like you have an end all be all. It ain't all based off of emotion or feeling. It's based off of a spiritual guideline that you can follow. And it truly molds a peaceful relationship. So if you're thinking about getting married, find you somebody who's gonna subscribe to the way of the Most High. That is love. His commandments, that is love. It teaches you how to love him and how to love your fellow man as yourself. If you want to meet love, find his instruction, and that's what it will teach you. That is the standard, that is the guideline. So that would be my advice to anybody. It will save you a whole lot of time. What would your advice be?
My advice would be the same. I would just put mine coming more from a personal point of view. But if it's the people who are thinking about marriage, or if you're dating or courting someone and thinking about marrying them, just find yourself. Do the things to align yourself, to mold yourself to be the person. If you're a woman, that's a good catch for a man to find. Start to really look into yourself and see, you know, what things can I work on? What things can I start to practice to become a wife, to have wife-like qualities, to have mom-like qualities. Just start to look in the mirror at yourself and strengthening your relationship with the Most High. Because when you do that, you get a sense of confidence about yourself, okay? Because the number one thing that gets in the way of marriages is other people. And just caring about what other people think or looking at what other people are doing. So when you take on that confidence because you know who you are and whose you are, what's going on around you, that doesn't bother you, your attention can't be taken away by what other couples are doing or what you feel like you should be doing because other people your age are doing it. Don't worry about that. Worry about you, your relationship, your situation, what you have been blessed with. Block out all the noise of what everybody else thinks, what everybody else is doing. If it's not someone who subscribes to the ways of the Creator, then what they doing or what they trying to tell you to do, it don't matter anyway. So my advice in a nutshell would be to focus on yourself so that you can focus in general.
Dope advice. Understand you do have an original culture. If you ever wonder what it was, go find a manuscript, what they call a Bible, open it up and get to read. That's what you should be shooting for. I am Benjamin 7, this is Dolly Doe, we are Solid 7, and we just thank y'all for hanging out with us to help us celebrate 10 years of being married. That's the reason why we got married. Much love, much respect.
I feel